Okay, no, wait a minute. Don't say anything because this is breaking news. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. We have just discovered that
what have I done?
John has never seen the Lord of the Rings movies, and Middle just saw who I put for John in today's episode of Mystery Movie Friends. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Command Center. I'm Commander Lightheart, joined by Mythos.
Hey.
And the guy who has never seen the Lord of the Rings movies, mostly because I can forgive it to him because he's a 19th century kind of guy. He is Captain Nemo. Captain Nemo, do you have anything to say for yourself?
I have seen the first half of Fellowship and the last half of Return of the King.
That's a weird way to watch the movies.
Damn, talk about a machete cut.
My aunt keeps trying to bash it over my head that I need to watch Lord of the Rings because she is a massive Lord of the Rings dork. And every time I tell her I've never seen Lord of the Rings, she, I think, thinks about disowning me.
She flips out.
So what you're saying is, so that you continue to be in that will, we need to force you to watch the movie. We need to do that pretty soon then. So that, you know...
I bought the trilogy set. I own the trilogy set.
So that, you know, your aunt...
I do own them. I've just never seen them.
So that your aunt actually gives us part of that will, you know, for helping you discover Lord of the Rings finally.
Maybe. Hey, I played...
Please don't say what I think you're about to say. Which one?
Shadow of Mordor.
Oh, that one. Okay. Oh. I thought that he was going to go back to like
I have the button.
One of the PlayStation 2 ones or the Hobbit game.
Oh, I played a couple of those too.
Oh.
I mean, the Hobbit game. The Hobbit game is actually fun.
Those.
It's a very fun platformer, in my opinion.
I'll eventually do the Hobbit game for License to Game. I do need to do a couple of those Lord of the Rings games.
It was my very first game I owned for the original Xbox.
It was only on Xbox and GameCube, right? That's the two.
It was on PlayStation 2.
Was it on
GameCube, original Xbox, and PC.
Huh. I thought it was only GameCube and Xbox for some reason.
Is this the fastest we've rolled into talking about other stuff?
I mean, with you mentioning that you've never watched a Lord of the Rings movie, we needed to go deep into it first, and then we'll talk about the crap, you know? We'll talk about the
one that brought it up.
Did he?
Blame him. Well,
I mean,
he's
you
the
did.
One, maybe it was,
you did.
No, he's the one who asked if it was
you
in the
did
list.
mention something about Lord of the Rings, right?
No, your bad memories were rubbing off on me.
All of our bad memories now.
Yeah, but it was because John said he had the one phone.
Ah, that's how we got to that conversation. Yeah.
All phones.
Yeah.
So
now I remember.
Oh, good lord.
Mm-hmm.
It was John's fault.
That's correct. That's correct. See what happens? God, when G comes back, I'm just gonna show him all these episodes so that he sees the goddamn.
You need to put him up to date.
Gee, look at what's happening
Every
time.
Come back. He'll think we're a lost cause. He'll just leave.
Without you,
I ain't coming back to that mess.
There's no saving them now.
Without you, there's no order. G, like, see how we start things out. We used to start in an orderly fashion. We used to be organized. Now we're just never been.
Without G, there's no order. 1886.
Do we now, Lion? Do we now?
Do we, John?
I don't know.
Do we, Captain Nemo?
I'm looking at you. I think on the stream is actually in the right direction.
Yeah, you're looking at the right side. You're looking at the right side of the stream. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, now on my thing, you're down below, Lion, so you need to be looking up.
I mean,
No, but it's on the stream.
yeah, it's on the stream, not on the Discord.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I would
I
need
know,
to.
but I'm
I would need
just
to be
saying.
like looking to the right of me so that I can look at Captain Nemo right now.
So basically, the way you were looking straight at my computer. That's mine.
Can I say the first thing I thought when I heard Captain Nemo's name is like, yo,
Finding
they
Nemo.
finally found him. He was a fucking pirate all along.
God damn it, me those. Have you never heard the tale of Captain Nemo in real life, like or like in fictional literature? I should say, not real life. Like, it's
Do
a.
I look like somebody who reads?
Did you never read as a kid when you were in
Oh.
school or anything, Mythos? Did they never like give you like books to read?
I read fantasy stories.
This is Captain Nemo is from a fantasy story.
Is it?
Yes, all of these characters: Tom Sawyer,
Moby Dick.
Alan Quatermain, Captain Nemo, Dorian Gray. All of these are fictional. Are characters from fictional books. Dr. Jekyll
I
and
read
Mr. Hyde.
medieval fantasy stories with dragons and anime titties. Mainly the anime titties. Anyway,
So yeah,
about
Moriarty is from the Sherlock Holmes, like John says, books. Which
Gotta be
that
careful
is
with the
that is
copyright.
actually a movie I've never seen, and it always caught my interest. The Sherlock, one of the newest Sherlock Holmes
the one
movies.
with Robert Downey Jr.
How do I fucking know who was who?
It was Robert Downey Jr. He was Sherlock
the
Holmes,
first one's
and
pretty good. The second one's not as good.
I like both. I like the first one more.
I know.
I
I know.
think
There's
that-
one
Yeah, me
good
too.
and
I think that the first one is 2009, so we could do that one for the show.
Oh god,
Because I
he's thinking about the one with Will Ferrell and
oh no,
the other guy.
Ignore
Oh god, not that
this.
movie. That movie's
adding
god
more
awful.
to the list.
Oh no. Oh, not that one.
You're
No.
thinking of older ones, right?
I
You're not
forgot.
thinking. You're not thinking about the Netflix one, right?
No,
Okay, thank God. Okay, yeah, we don't talk about that one.
it's not Netflix.
Oh, the TV
it's like-
series. The TV series is pretty good.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, I never watched the whole series. I watched like 3 seasons of it. I think it was damn good. I really liked it. With
What's the name of it?
Benadryl Cumbersnatch or whatever it is.
Yeah, him. Doctor Strange.
Penguins.
Yeah, it's the one that is Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Ducky. Robert
Okay,
Ducky.
there's
Yeah.
2 of those.
Yeah, it was Robert Downey Jr. as Sherlock
Robert
Holmes
Downey
and,
Jr. and Jude Law.
and Jude Law as Watson. Watson.
Yeah, it's that one, the 2009. I
2009,
saw the
okay.
trailer. I saw the trailer and it caught my eye, and I never watched it.
We need to watch it. It's really good. I
Another
really like
good-
that. It also has Mark Strong as the villain. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Mark Strong as a villain.
Oh right, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
The Netflix one with
we don't mention that one.
Eleanor Holmes.
Oh, and Enola
No,
Holmes. Yeah, the
the-
one with Superman
Yeah.
with Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
I
that
haven't
one's-
watched
that
that
one's
one.
good. I'm excited for the sequel.
Oh, it's getting a sequel.
It's good.
Interesting.
I really enjoyed it.
I should watch it one of these days.
Last I heard,
I love Sherlock Holmes. Like when I was a kid, whenever they like gave us an assignment to like read a book or something or a short story or something, I always picked like any of the Sherlock Holmes short stories, like The Hounds of Baskerville or whatever. I've always liked Sherlock Holmes.
it's always more of a party boys.
Doctor Who has some movies. Maybe we can do something with
Oh no! Oh god! Oh.
some mystery, something I don't know.
I don't know. We
Sherlock
we
Holmes,
keep adding shit
Doctor
to the
Who.
list, and we are never going to be done with any of them. So, come on! I already told John
We're
that
not
this
going to be done
movie.
with anything now.
I already told John. I think that it's on the list. That this movie reminded me a little bit of Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. I don't think that you've watched that, Midos. I don't even know that you know what that is.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, I think that G hasn't watched that one either, so I want to see him with
It's
him
the
because
one
I
with James
know.
Franco.
Yeah. Wait, with James Franco?
Yeah, that movie's good. I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
Was it with James Franco? No, it wasn't with James Franco. It was also with Jude Law, I think.
Maybe I'm thinking of.
Sky Captain and the
Maybe I'm thinking
World
of
of Tomorrow. It was with Jude Law and Angelina Jolie. Where the hell did you see James? Where the hell?
And Gwyneth. Okay,
And
what
Gwyneth
movie am I
Paltrow.
thinking of then? There's
I
a
don't know
James
what-
Franco.
I have no idea what
Maybe
you're
I
thinking.
haven't seen that movie.
We should, if we do Sky Captain and the World Tomorrow, we need to do like back to back, like we've been saying to do some of these movies. We need to do back to back with The Rocketeer because I've never seen that movie, and I know that that movie was very inspiring for Captain America: The First Avenger. Even that First Avenger movie was directed by the guy who directed Rocketeer, which is Joe Johnston. So I've never seen that movie. I've
There's
always
another
heard
Rocket movie with
another Rocket movie, a Rocket Raccoon
it's
movie.
an anime movie, and I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it. It's really good. It's an anime movie. It's old as all get out.
Tale as
But it's a
old as
good movie.
time. We're not talking
Oh, what is
about
the
the
name of that
movie. We are 15 minutes in and we haven't said a single shit about this shit. Just want to point it out.
We did. We said Captain Nemo.
Fly
Oh, yeah.
Boys.
Flyboys?
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
No idea.
Wait,
Never
what?
heard of that. Have you ever heard of Dragonflies? It was an animated cartoon about instead of dragon riders, it was I think that it was like dragonflies that they could ride or whatever. It was like almost Power Rangers in a way, almost like Ronin Warriors in a way.
There's Dragon Riders. I've heard of it because I used to watch it. That
No,
show
it
was
was-
great. They got
it
canceled
was-
way too soon.
It was Dragonflies.
There's How to Train Your Dragon.
Which
My favorite trilogy of the last decade.
what year did How to Train Your Dragon come out, John? The first one.
2010.
Okay, so it can be done for the show. Yeah, I still owe you to do that one because I've never watched any of those movies. Goddamn, we're never gonna get to any to all the movies that we have on the fucking list because we keep adding more. Jesus H Christ.
Maybe someday.
Okay, I
Maybe
dropped
someday.
I dropped the Fly Boys poster in general.
Okay, I'll look at it. I'll look it up later. Anyways,
Oh.
why are we
That's
here? Why are we here, gentlemen? Only to suffer. No, we're here because this week saw the release of Marvel's Eternals, which may or may not be good, depending on who you ask. John, I don't
It
want to
is.
hear it. I don't want to
can
hear
vouch
it.
for it.
God damn it. Anyways, because that is an ensemble movie, and
My boss
because
can confirm it is watchable.
interesting, because it is an ensemble movie.
I'd give it a very watchable.
What rating would you give it based on our ratings? A Whopper?
A very, very high. Life is good, but could be better.
Huh. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's okay. Okay. I can see that. I could probably see that.
It's mid-tier MCU for me, just off the top of my, without watching them all.
Okay. So, yeah, because of Marvel's Avengers releasing this week, we're doing this.
Marvel's
we're doing
Avengers.
Marvel's Eternals. God fucking damn it. I mean, it's the same thing. Eternals are just longer living Avengers. It's
Yeah,
a team.
kinda.
It's a team of heroes
I could
coming
see that.
together. I mean, this movie that we're gonna talk about in a few more seconds. It's also Avengers. It's just
I mean, everything is Avenger, to be honest.
everything is Avengers if you look hard enough.
Yeah,
Um,
even the Power Rangers.
Justice League is Avengers.
Justice League is Avengers. Avengers is Avengers. But Avengers is
Cold
not.
Steel is Avengers.
I mean, oh man, have you ever seen the battle in Trails of Cold Steel 4 where everybody comes together and have the song ding 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 ding?
I have not, because I have not played that game yet.
Man, you're spoiling shit.
I'm kidding. It doesn't have that song. It has the power in your Steam. Go power. No, never mind. Anyways, yeah. So
Anything not to talk
the
about this
Power
movie.
Rangers.
So yeah, Eternals is an ensemble movie. We call an ensemble movie of people coming together to form a team to fight evil. Right? That's kind of what
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people to fight the battles that we never could, to see if they could be better.
Nick Fury, 2012. I know.
I still think this
Yeah.
movie is about the Avengers who fight Batman.
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 Spider-Man.
No, it's
I mean, the villain is a guy who doesn't have superpower, just money, gadgets, and he can glide with his cape.
So,
And
like-
he
He's
has
more
a
of a James
mask.
Bond villain.
so Lex Luthor.
He has a mask too.
So not Lex Luthor. So he's
the
both.
Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh god, shut up. We're gonna see that next year.
Eventually.
But yeah,
I mean, I can watch it right now. I have the power.
I have the power. Yeah, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. You
Extraordinary
Gentlemen. LXG.
Okay, wait.
Is the- All right, you were
Is
gonna do a
it
bit.
Extraordinary or extraordinary?
I always say extraordinary.
Because
Extraordinary.
they said extraordinary.
I mean,
Oh.
it fits both ways. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Potato,
yeah,
potato.
this is.
Exactly.
Same
Potato.
Had you seen this before, Mythos?
it's the first time I watched it.
Okay. I know you have, Lionhat.
Oh.
You've seen it.
I've seen it multiple times. I've seen this shit multiple times in
So
my
this
lifetime.
is-
After watching it, I can see why you watched it multiple times.
No comment.
This is one of those movies that you watch as a kid or as a younger person,
Mm-hmm.
and that you really, really, really like the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as you get older, you stop watching it, or you haven't
Mhm.
seen it in multiple years. You move on to other things.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but it always lives rent free in the back of your brain
Mm-hmm.
as, that's a good movie. That's,
Mhm.
So fast forward a number of years, for some reason you watch it again. Sometimes it's to do a show with two goobers on YouTube, or many other things can happen.
Mm.
And the movie is a lot of those movies you're always worried that they're not going to be as good as you
You
used to remember
remember.
them being.
Yep.
And so you watch it and you go, "Oh wow, that's even better than I remember it being." Oh, I'm shocked that that's better. I'm very happy. I think everyone has that kind of movie. Like, I know mine was Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island last year when I rewatched it for the first time in 10 years. So that's always nice to happen when you watch an old movie that turns out to be better than you remember. But as Eggsy says at the end of Kingsman 1, this is not that kind of movie, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, this movie this movie came out in 2003. I was 12. I'm pretty sure I didn't watch it in theaters, but I did. They put this movie sometimes in the local channel in Wapa, and I probably watched it a few times there, maybe. And yeah, I remember it being good. I liked the concept of what it was going for. Um, this, for all intents and purposes, this was almost a decade ahead of its time because this is basically a proto Avengers movie. Like, you see a lot of the concepts that they use for that first The Avengers movie in 2012 in this movie, of like bringing in this team of characters, to make a team of heroes, essentially. Right down to pretty much everybody being the characters, like Alan Quartermain, he's Captain America, except it's Captain Britain. Captain Nemo, he's Iron Man because he has all the machines and all the shit. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I don't have to say that that's the Hulk because the Hulk is literally inspired by the fictional work of the character that is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. What was the other one?
Mina is Black Widow.
Mina's Black Widow, 100%. I guess that the only ones that don't really, you could say that Tom Sawyer is kind of like Hawkeye a little bit, except he doesn't have the bow and arrow, but he's still like the sharp shot. Well, not necessarily a sharp shot. The sharp shot was Alan Quartermain. The Invisible Man and Dorian Gray. Dorian Gray is basically Thor because he's immortal, until he sees the painting and all that shit. And quote unquote M is supposed to be Nick Fury, even though he's also the villain. Spoilers, I guess, for the movie. John, I'll ask you the question. Did you always think that because he referred to himself as M, was I the only one who thought that it was like a nod to James Bond? You know how M is the handler?
Yeah. That was the first thing when I heard him say his voice last night. I was like, wait, are they doing a like MI6 M kind of like, I don't think it is. Well, no, because M stands for Moriarty. Because in the comics, he was originally the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen came together because Sherlock Holmes failed to stop Moriarty, so they came together to stop him from the gang war that he was trying to spread across London.
Oh, okay, interesting. So, by the way,
this was a comic book before it was a movie.
I was gonna say that
Alan Moore.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and it's also the comic was DC Comics too.
Originally, it was. I read a little bit of the history of the first two volumes of it were DC Comics. Then they like splintered off. And then make like a third volume and a spin-off series with Captain Nemo and whatever. I'm curious to know if they actually if he actually says, well, no, because he wouldn't go by M because he's not the one who recruits them. Which, okay, I'm gonna say it before anyone else says this. This is a stupid premise. I mean, not a stupid premise. It's a stupid plot of him recruiting this team of heroes to stop him. It's almost like the Suicide Squad plot of recruiting this group of people to stop someone that is one of their own, basically.
Yeah,
but the idea was because
he brought them all.
He recruited them to basically
steal their powers,
so Dorian could take samples, so he could clone their powers.
It's still a stupid idea. It's still a stupid plot, to be honest. I always, even as a kid, I kind of, or as a teen, I guess, I always found it like kind of a stupid plot to be honest. I just really like the whole coming together thing. That's basically what I've always liked about this movie, and also Sean Connery.
You know what I really like about this movie?
Mhm.
Nobody liked anyone.
Pretty
Like,
much.
They were not friends. They were like like I think Captain Nemo was the only one who was more with everybody, but everybody else was like a little bit
At odds with
how
each
to say-
other.
yeah, they were like not friends but not enemies. They were
Mhm.
like, eh.
I mean,
Again, it's Avengers.
Yeah, it's basically Avengers. That first Avengers movie where Captain America has a beef with Iron Man, and nobody
Yes.
really
Yes,
likes each other.
The first Avengers movie was Sean Connery.
God damn it! The Marvel's Avengers, not Sean Connery, not Sean Connery's The Avengers, which I hope we never do.
You could technically say League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was 5 years too late because the Avengers had already happened.
In 1998. Yeah, with Sean Connery.
I mean,
Yep.
how many times has the Avenger happened before League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? Counting the comics, counting like everything, like literature and movies,
There was
series.
I'm pretty sure that there was like a TV movie that had the Lou Ferrigno Hulk and the TV versions of Captain America and Thor, and I don't remember who else. I may be misremembering. Maybe it was they started doing it and they never did, but I don't know. I'm not going to go dive into that rabbit hole. Oh, I know you will. That's the problem.
I'm doing it right now.
God. Am I the only one who thinks that this movie's pacing was too fast? Like it moved, like everything just kept moving and 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 moving.
Yeah, it felt a little bit fast, but I feel like I don't know. It was a good fast in my opinion. Like it wasn't like, oh, they're here. 2 seconds later, oh, they're at the end fighting the bad guy, the villain.
I mean,
Like, it had some good in between.
It had some good in betweens because this movie was mostly action. There was a lot of action in this movie. Like there was barely anything else.
It was a good mix between action and like calm. Like when Sean Connery and what was the name of the kid? The American kid?
Tom Sawyer.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. When they are like bonding with shooting, which that is a very good way to bond with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking shoot shit.
Yep.
It is great. Or when Mina and Dorian on the boat, when they are at the beginning when they are in Africa. There's a good in between that is just like calm.
Yeah.
And the action was good too.
Yeah, the reason why I say it is because that it had like a fast pace is because they got they start assembling and they assemble and then it just keeps going, and I felt like it was like very fast. The assembly part was very, very fast. Like in 30 minutes everything is just set already. Like
I mean, they had what, 3 days to get to
4
days,
4 days
to get to Venice. Mm-hmm.
So they had to go fast.
Gotta go fast. It's interesting. Yeah, you think? What do you think?
My problem, when I watched it last night, I hadn't seen this movie in, again, probably 10 years, maybe.
Same.
So I didn't remember a lot of it.
I
the
somehow
first-
remembered a lot of this movie for some stupid reason. Maybe I watched it way too many times, and I did remember a lot of this movie.
I'll be right
My
back.
feelings are like
Okay.
from the start of the movie until they capture Mr. Hyde,
Mm-hmm.
until like he transforms back into Dr. Jekyll and on the boat. Like that part of the movie is great.
Yeah,
Everything
surprising.
after that falls apart.
Yeah, I basically had the exact same feeling, man. Like the beginning, and it's like that's like the first 20 to 30 minutes of the movie. You know, it actually was pretty good. The beginning, which is essentially kind of like the Joker from the Dark
The
Knight.
beginning-
Yeah,
beginning with the tank.
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah.
goddamn.
Shout outs to that policeman who stayed there like, hold!
You mean the Austin Powers policeman? I texted John. I told him,
ran over.
halt! Halt in the name of the law! Oh! Halt in the name of law! Splat.
That
Uh,
part was very funny for no apparent reason.
God, that was no. God, the movie's. I like the beginning, but that beginning part was also kind of stupid. The first policeman that's running. He's got a weird run. Like he's like knocking on the wall and whatever, and screaming
Yeah.
something. I forget, Moongrove Street or something like that. I don't remember what he said exactly, but his running was very funny to me. it was like
are you talking about the guy with a whistle?
somebody else had a whistle, but one of them was. I think that guy was like, let me look for it. I know that we've stopped kind of like
Yeah, one was banging on the I think it's the lamppost or something.
yeah, something like that.
And there was
It's this
another
guy.
one. Yeah. There
Like
was another one who went in with a whistle.
just look at his run. Like that is such a stupid run. Oh God. But yeah, I like the beginning. And again, I hadn't thought about it until now that it reminds me so much of the beginning of The Dark Knight when the Joker goes into that bank and then the school
Yeah,
bus.
the band with the school bus.
Yeah, this is literally that. Oh God. But like John said, the beginning, this whole beginning from the first 20 to almost 30 minutes, like up until they capture Hyde, the movie is actually pretty damn good. Like
By the way, this movie would have been what, like 5-10 minutes long if the fucking policeman who had gun would actually start shooting when the villain opened the door of the tank.
I mean, he has the plating, the armor plating though, so
But still, they stayed there like,
Yeah.
what do we do now?
I mean, they are Scotland police. I don't know what to tell
They
you.
shot the freaking tank like 20 times.
I'm trying.
They
I'm,
had freaking bullets to shoot him out.
I'm trying to defend them. I'm trying to defend them.
No,
Uh,
that
your
was
first
dumb.
Yeah, I
As
know.
soon as
I
they
know.
started to come out, they could have opened fire immediately and killed them.
Never defend them.
They have
I
a
get it.
fucking tank to be. God,
I mean, they don't know what a tank is because this is the first time that they're seeing a tank. Because all of this technology is not supposed to exist until a
But-
few more years. Like,
but still,
this is a steampunk movie. Like,
the bad guy came out of the tank. They could have shot the bad guy.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But yeah,
It's more
after
diesel punk than steampunk.
yeah, kind of. It's punk. I know that it's punk. That's all I know it is. But yeah, after the beginning, it's the Africa part with a Sean Connery.
Let's do rains.
I bless the rains down in Africa. It was
I was waiting for that one.
which was also a very good. Again, this whole first 20 to 30 minutes is really good with a lot of good action. Like it has a lot of good action. Characters.
I say all the action was good.
Near the end, I think that the Hulk versus Abomination fight is. We'll get there.
Oh, that thing looks like trash.
That attack on that goddamn Attack on Titan.
That is true. I also thought that the freaking ugly red guy.
For how good Mr. Hyde always looked compared to that thing.
Oh yeah. The CGI in this movie.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead.
The CGI in this movie. I think that
Yo,
the
shout
more.
Shout outs to those bats.
You know what? The bats didn't look that bad. Nah. Especially not compared to Attack on Titan guy.
That is true, but still, the bats looks.
I think that the problem with this movie is that the further along that it goes, the worse the CGI got. Like, for the most part, the CGI isn't horrible. It is noticeable. You can notice the shit out of the green screen and the CGI in a lot of scenes, but it's kind of... It's almost like a nudge below the prequel trilogy, the Star Wars prequel trilogy in terms of like CGI. Like, you know that those are that they are walking on green screen, but they do blending around the characters, so it's not completely noticeable, like them having outlines or whatever in some of the other movies that we've seen here on the show. But it is noticeable CGI. It is noticeable green screen. But the further along the movie went, you could notice a lot of bad CGI. It's almost like the budget started to get like to dip.
Yeah.
Like this started with a strong budget and then suddenly.
Yeah, like, can I point out the explosions?
Oh god, the
the
explosion.
end.
Not only the end. That fucking explosion right at the beginning when
Oh yeah, the freaking house.
Yeah, in Kenya, like I was like, did they just do like one of these? Did they just pull a Neo Green and just simulate an explosion with CGI in front of that place, but the place is still intact? But then I saw it was a little bit destroyed, not too much. It's like, yeah, you can destroy the front a little bit of this place, but we're gonna sue you if you destroy the whole place down. God, but yeah,
Also, I have to say the funniest scene in this whole movie
oh god, what
is
was
freaking Tom Sawyer surviving the jump when they blow up the when it was in Venice, the domino effect, and they launched the missile.
The nuke? Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah, the freaking car. He fucking survived that whole fucking thing, and I'm like,
this is a superhero movie, everybody fucking survived all the. Remember when the Attack on Titan guy slammed Captain Nemo to the wall and he survived that too? Like,
I mean, isn't Captain Nemo has like
I don't know. He's
higher strength?
No, he's supposed to be. Well,
I mean, he punched somebody in the face in the library where Dorian was, and that guy went flying.
That one dude went flying.
Okay, you're right. He has super strength and also semi super speed because when he was doing his blade swinging at the Attack on Titan guy, that shit it turned into first person and that shit was
It's hyper anime. It's like
yeah, it was super anime that shit. Good God.
also shout outs to all
They
the
did
guards.
make a note.
Uh-huh.
They
Go
did
ahead.
make a weird note in the movie of him worshiping Kali.
Yeah, I thought that maybe that maybe Kali may have like granted him like powers or something, you know. So you know that maybe
Yeah, the goddess of death.
yeah.
But shout outs to the guards that were with Captain Nemo at the end while Captain Nemo was fighting with a freaking sword against people with gun and the battalion on the back's like, well, guess he doesn't need us. Let's just enjoy the show. Who brought the popcorn here?
I mean that's why
I was like, are you guys gonna do something?
that's why he's the captain though, you know? Like he just gets right into it, baby.
I mean, his opening fight scene was awesome.
Hey,
That is true.
all his fight scenes were good. Like again, the fighting in this movie is aside from the Attack on Titan, which I blame mostly because of the CGI, the crappy CGI, but the action in this movie is pretty good. Like I enjoyed it. I really did. Like I know that there were a lot of scenes where it was like cuts and shit, but whatever. Especially if they
Yo,
involve if they
also-
involve Sean Connery. Yeah?
Also, shout outs to the white tiger
Oh god.
and the bad CGI snow.
God, so much bad CGI.
When
Again,
I don't know if you can look it up, but when Captain Nemo and Bean are looking and they see the tiger walking away and it's just a really bad snow
Yeah.
CGI.
I know. It's
Oh, it was so great.
again, as the movie went on, the CGI just got worse for some reason. I mean, I'd say for some reason, but we know that it was the budget that went to hell.
Tiger.
What do
10
you
out of
think the
10
budget
fucking
was?
tiger.
I don't remember what the budget was. 100 million plus, I guarantee it.
78.
78 million? Really? Not that it would
And
be
how
more.
much?
And it made 180.
180 million or 180,000?
No, 180 million. I did read
180
that
million.
financially it wasn't
Successful.
I mean not successful, but it wasn't bad. You know, it's not like some of the other movies where
Yeah.
they don't break even. The problem is that critically this movie was not well received, and that's why they never did another one. Which is it's kind of a
A
shame.
very high 17%.
It's kind of a shame though, because I know that they've tried to bring back the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, like supposedly a TV series, supposedly a reboot movie in 2015. They've tried bringing it back, and for some reason it just has not worked out. Let me put, before we continue talking about the budget and that, let me show the tiger. The fucking tiger. Oh Jesus H Christ. We heard a noise. It was bad CGI. It was bad CGI. Look at that shit!
Look at that snow.
You can't see.
I love the freaking bad snow.
God, again, the budget just went to hell at this point. But yeah, it's kind of a shame because, you know, they've tried, other studios have tried Universal doing ensemble movies before. You know where I'm going with this, right, John?
Not really.
I literally did the video game based on the movie last week. The Mummy, the Master with Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah.
They've almost tried doing something similar like this with the Dark Universe, which they never got. God damn it.
They're still kind of trying.
Are they though? Are they really though? God damn it. Like, so here's the deal.
The Invisible Man was part of that, and that movie's really good.
The Invisible Man in the Mummy movie. There's Dr. Jekyll / Mr. Hyde, played by Russell Crowe. And oh man, I know that they were in talks to like the Invisible Man with Johnny Depp, not the Blumhouse one, but it was Johnny Depp. I think was supposed to be the Invisible Man in that one. The Wolfman was supposed to be.
Wait, there's a wolf?
Again, it was for the Dark Universe. That they were like trying.
Came out.
Yeah, it never came out. Like the Mummy, that Tom Cruise Mummy movie was not good. So it didn't. It was supposed to be the second start of the Dark Universe actually, because the first start, or not one of the starts. There have been multiple times that they've tried to do the Dark Universe. The other one that I remember is when they tried to do it with Dracula Untold. With Luke Evans is his name.
A movie that's way better than it has any right to be.
I watched it. I liked it. It's Castlevania the movie.
Yeah, that movie's good.
It's basically Castlevania Lords of Shadow. That's but a movie.
It's Josh Lucas.
I think it's Luke Evans. No, not Luke Evans.
Yeah.
Is it Luke Evans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, is it? Is it not? I don't. But yeah.
I need to watch that movie again.
I think that movie came out like in 2012. I don't think that we can do it for a show yet.
14.
2014, even less.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, like I would like them to do this movie again, like give it another shot. I don't know. I think that it could work if done right. Like any of these ensemble movies, you know, aside from the Avengers, which seem to be like the only one that has proven successful, even for Marvel, considering how the critic score, despite what John says, the critic score is for Eternals and whatnot. You know, Justice League, I like the Snyder cut, but it's still like you know, it's not as good as the Avengers movies. This movie obviously not as close as to any of that. And I don't know. I like ensemble movies if they're done well. I'm not saying that this one was done well. I think that it had potential to be done well. It's just after the first 20 to 30 minutes, I'm repeating myself, but it kind of went downhill. Like, once we had all the players put into place, they did not make good use of having all these players come together in the same place. You know?
This movie had the cast and some of the aesthetics that it needed.
Yeah.
Kind of everything else after that is hit or miss.
Again,
the cast is fantastic in my opinion.
The plot is not great. It's such a stupid plot, dude. Like, yeah, the cast is. I
wonder if the movie. I wonder if this movie was cut down.
I don't
because there are so many scenes where it's like you go from one scene to another scene to another scene to another scene, and none of them connect at all.
That's kind of what I mentioned earlier with the pacing. For some reason, like, you know, the movie moves along, but you just don't feel like some things connect too good with one another for some reason. I don't know. I don't think that it was cutting though. I think that it might be like yummy those.
This movie is almost 2 hours actually.
Yeah, it's 2 hours.
Hour 50.
Hour 50. Yep.
Maybe that's. I mean, how long is the first Avengers movie?
I
think it's upwards of 2 hours. It may be.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, again, I could just grab my disc off my wall behind me and look, but
would this? Okay, so question for you guys: would this movie have worked better if they had done the Marvel approach and do separate movies of these characters and then bring them together?
143 minutes. That is 2
hours and 23 minutes.
23 minutes.
Okay, so it is. Okay. By 30 minutes, it's longer than this movie. Would doing separate character movies have done anything for this movie? Because part of me says yes, and part of me says no, because I don't think that for these characters, there needed to be too much explanation of who these people are. Like maybe I would have liked a Quartermain movie, like with Sean Connery, like. Because apparently he's had like many adventures prior to this, like a lot of adventures prior to this, and you know it would have been interesting to have seen at least that one. I don't think that.
Also, speaking of his adventures, that poor guy that he got to wave off people wanting stories.
Nigel Thornberry.
Oh yeah.
That poor guy got.
He got blasted right through the heart.
Poor soul. Poor soul.
Right through the heart, and you're to blame.
But I know that they were trying. I don't think that they ever released it, or maybe they did. I'm pretty sure that there was a Dorian Gray movie. Like I remember.
Okay, as soon as I heard Dorian Gray, I'm like, is that the guy from 50 Shades?
Oh,
I swear his name was Dorian Gray too.
God damn it, John.
Hey, well, we found the movie.
Oh god damn, it's not that one. Actually, the funny thing is that when the 50 Shades of Grey movie it first came out,
it is 2009 too. It's just called Dorian Gray.
Okay, so it did release. So the funny thing is that since I had watched this movie a couple times, when I heard about the title, the 50 Shades of Grey, I thought it was about this immortal guy and the painting of Dorian Gray. And then I learned it wasn't about that. Oh, how wrong I was. Oh,
yeah,
God.
No, you were.
No. Very wrong. Very, very, very wrong.
Holy crap, Colin Firth.
There is also a 1945 movie called The Picture of Dorian Gray, which I believe it has the same, or it has like, kind of like the backstory.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like, again, because
the picture, it says
again because Dorian Gray is based on a fictional literature book. So
yeah, there's a movie from 1945.
Okay.
It is a horror drama. So one of your favorites, Lion.
No, thank you. The one that I didn't.
So this 2009 movie is based on the same character.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I remember specifically. Yeah, I specifically remember hearing or reading about that movie before it came out because of this movie of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I never saw the movie, but I learned about it.
Oh, interesting. So here it
It's
says
it's
about
it's a UK movie.
Ah,
the plot of the 1945. There's
mhm.
a line that says Doria wishes his portrait could age instead of him. He makes the wish in the presence of an Egyptian cat statue with supposed mystical powers.
Oh God.
So we got some pussy here.
We got some
Sounds
magic.
about right.
We got some pussy juju. Yeah, sure.
I'll post this on. I don't know if John has this same thing, but there it is, John. So you can read it a
I'm
little bit more.
I found it. I'm looking at the other one right now.
So,
2009.
Yeah.
Okay.
so by the way, I did read upon this. The Invisible Man that we have in this movie is not the Invisible Man. It is an Invisible Man because apparently
One
they
of
couldn't.
many.
Yeah, because apparently they couldn't get the rights to the actual Invisible Man, and that's why they mentioned like there was this scientist who died, who discovered the formula and whatever. They vaguely mention it, and then Skinner he was a thief and he took the potion and yada 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 and all that shit because they couldn't get the rights to the actual Universal Monsters Invisible Man. The only one that I didn't that I and I still kind of don't know is Mina. Apparently I read up. Her husband was an associate, or I think that they mentioned it in the movie, right? That her husband was an associate of Van Helsing, and
Yes.
They were-
well, it's-
they hunted like monsters, vampires, yada yada yada,
Dracula.
Dracula family business and all that shit. So she's the only one that I like, don't particularly know much about. Again,
the original Mina Harker was in the original Bram Stoker's Dracula novel that first introduced Dracula. She was his, like, the one that he was after.
Okay. Interesting.
That's so. The reason I immediately remembered it was because in the episode of Supernatural, it's the black and white episode in season 4. You remember that one?
I watched season 4. I don't remember.
There's a black and white episode where they're basically a whole bunch of, I think it's called Monster Movie. Basically a whole bunch, the Mummy, the Wolfman, Dracula, and so the guy, the shapeshifter who's pretending to be Dracula, keeps calling this girl Mina Harker.
Okay.
That's where I originally just immediately remembered that, and then went from there because I've read some Dracula stuff in my day because I like vampires.
So have you read Twilight?
I said good vampire stuff.
You know what other movie we need to do? I don't know if it's on the list. Put it on the list. Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman. I've never seen that movie.
Oh, ooh! I don't know which one's worse, this or that.
Oh God, that one came a year after this. It was 2004.
I would say it's a little better than this, but maybe not by much.
It would have. Again, see, this is why I like the concept of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, because they could technically, even though it's not, they could like unbind themselves from the comic book and just bring in characters that were not in the comics. I don't think that Van Helsing was actually a member of the League.
No, I don't believe
Like,
so.
they could bring these characters, like Van Helsing, maybe Sherlock Holmes. The problem with some of these is that the IPs are not free real estate, I guess. Like they will still need to like acquire the rights to said characters.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that Tom Sawyer, nobody owns Tom Sawyer at this point. Like that is like,
I don't know. So funny thing is, I actually live about 50 miles from Hannibal, Missouri, where Mark Twain lived, where he wrote Tom Sawyer.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I have seen the rooms and stuff that Mark Twain wrote the books in and all that stuff.
Ah, so you saw Alan Wake, basically. Yeah.
No, I don't. I mean, it's a good song, but I don't want Tom Sawyer by Rush.
uh, but
so it was originally published in 1876, so it's probably free domain by now.
it should be. Isn't it supposed to be like 100 years, and then it becomes free domain?
I think so,
Unless it's something by
They
Disney,
re-up
because Mickey Mouse has already been alive for 100 years, and we all know that Disney ain't gonna give up the mouse. Not in 100, and not in 200, and not forever.
Disney and Nintendo, those are probably the two that would fight the most.
Yeah.
Oh wow! So going back a little about the Dorian movie. The 1945 movie has a 93% in Rotten Tomatoes.
Interesting.
And it is actually very well received. It is an hour 50 minutes.
Damn, as long as this movie?
Seems like it.
Good God, dude. Like for old movies, I would expect that they would be like maximum an hour and 30 minutes.
There's some
Are
old
you-
movies that are really long. Like the Sound of Music is 4.5 hours.
No, we're not doing that. We're never doing that.
And Titanic. Titanic is now considered an old-ass movie.
No.
I would do Titanic. I like that movie.
I don't. It is a very dumb movie.
I only saw it for the titties, and it was like 5 seconds of titties.
No matter how much titties that
I
movie
saw
has,
it when it got
you hate it.
I saw it when it got re-released a few years ago. I went to the theater and watched it.
With no titties. Censored.
Oh
They
wait,
said-
it's only wasn't it? Okay, it's only 3 hours. What the heck am I thinking of? I thought it was The Sound of Music.
Gone with the Wind? Isn't that one 4 hours?
Yeah, I think that might be the one which my mom actually owns.
No.
I've seen many times.
Mm-mm-mm. So, Mythos, question, going back to the beginning when we started this, before we continue talking, maybe or maybe not about the actual movie that we're talking about. Are we watching the extended versions of Lord of the Rings or the normal versions?
Oh, the extended version of
Oh my god.
Oh god.
We're gonna sit there and watch for
I don't
3
know.
hours.
Oh,
Hell yeah, boy.
god damn it.
I don't fucking care. I've watched both. I'm happy.
I've only ever
I
watched
posted a
them
picture to the Discord in
once.
general. That's the house where Mark Twain was raised. I have stood out in front of that house.
Oh, interesting.
You know what would be interesting? League of Extraordinary Gentlemen versus the Dark Universe. Like, okay. Like, one side, we have the Monster Hunters, Van Helsing, we have Captain Nemo, we have Quartermain, Tom Sawyer, Sherlock Holmes. On the other side, we have the monsters. We have Dracula, we have the Mummy, we have
You're taking notes, freaking mouse.
Anybody taking notes? I'm giving free advice. I'm giving you
damn
free
right
real
better
estate.
be taking notes because the rat is probably be the one who has the money to make that.
Like, think about it. Think about it. It could be a cool idea of Monster Hunters versus the monsters. It would be a huge ass movie, but I don't care. You can do it, Hollywood. You can do it. I'm giving you
if
free
you
real
Justice
estate.
League 4 hours, you can do it.
Exactly. Give it to Zack Snyder. No, please, no. No. I take it back. I take back all that.
I'd watch it.
What I just said. I don't know. I feel like going back to what I said earlier. It has potential. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen has potential to actually be cool. This movie had potential to be cool, and it kind of was until a certain point where it just
It kind of was until it wasn't.
exactly. It started off great, and then
Okay, let me ask you this: a live-action Netflix series.
Ooh. Each episode one. Okay, so before
After Netflix.
so okay, so do it. Not do it Defender style. Not do it like that. But one episode dedicated to each character, and then the final episode or the final 2 episodes, because the ensemble episodes should always be 2 episodes. Are you listening to me, Power Rangers? It should always be 2 episodes. Anyways,
So what if?
each episode, yes, basically what if. Each episode highlights a different character, and then the last 2 episodes they come together and fight.
And that's it.
and just come together, and then it ends.
This is basically British characters, so they just drink tea and God, that's it. Congratulations.
Drink tea and eat crumpets.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Oh hell, the Queen.
God bless the Queen. God bless the
God
Queen.
bless the Queen.
That's all the patriotism you're going to get from us here. God, I
That
loved.
was a good one. That was a very good one.
I fucking love Sean Connery in this movie. He was so good. Like, I know that this
I love him in
was
every movie.
yeah, I know that this was his last. Well, not. We all know that it wasn't his last movie, but it was one of his last movies. And I know that a lot of people like to say that this was the movie that caused him to retire. I don't think that it did, because he was damn good in it. If the movie had problems, and and none of them were Sean Connery, in my opinion. Like, he worked great in this movie.
Yeah.
None of them were most of the actors.
Yeah, I don't think that, with the exception of maybe some of the side characters / extras, maybe that were, over the top, too over the top. Like
Everything on the bad guy side was the problem.
yeah, the guy who drank the potion and become Attack on Titan man. Good God, he was like a fucking Looney Tunes character. Like, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo.
I loved when he said, when Mr. Hyde said, "Oh, don't drink all of it," and he literally didn't. I think maybe he got a quarter of it. I think the rest of it went everywhere else.
Exactly. Yeah. He was bathing in it. He was like, ah, ah, ah.
He was doing his best Arnold impression.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Yeah. No, he was doing his best Triple H.
I forgot about it.
He was doing his best Triple H explanation.
The guy who played Tom Sawyer played Bane in Gotham. I forgot about that.
Huh. I don't think I ever got that far into Gotham to have known that. So
it was the last season.
Also,
second to last season.
Nope, not even close.
Also, shout outs to Captain Nemo's
Ishmael.
second in command.
Ishmael.
That guy got shot like what 3 or 4 times, and he managed to
I live,
get out.
bitch. I live, bitch.
Yeah,
And he
managed to crawl.
got
his
shot
way
with a
outside.
golden Luger.
He did. Oh yeah, I saw. I was like, is Dorian Gray
It
the
was a
man?
freaking golden Luger. That thing, that's awesome.
I was like, is Dorian Gray the man with the golden gun? Is he Scarmanga too? God damn.
I mean, I freaking love Lugers and I love golden guns. So put those both together and you've got me.
For those of you
And
who
he
don't
managed
know,
to-
all of these are James Bond references, by the way, that I just mentioned.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, fuck! The Broccoli Estate would never allow it, but let James Bond. I mean, that it would have to be like a time jump of a couple decades, but a modern day League of Extraordinary Gentlemen would actually be James Bond, a part of that team or something.
Oh my God! I just had a brain explosion.
Oh god, here we go.
Oh no.
Matthew Vaughn's League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh. In case nobody knows, Matthew Vaughn, he directed X-Men First Class. One of the best. It's not my favorite, but it's one of the higher up X-Men movies.
No, well, yes, he did Kingsman too.
He did Kingsman too. Oh yeah,
He's done all the Kingsman movies, but
He is also doing. He also did the new one that's coming out.
yeah, he's done all 3 of them.
Okay. Oh,
That's neat.
interesting.
I'm excited for the Kingsman. That movie looks so good.
But oh yeah, I was gonna say that Ishmael, he got shot so hard that he still lived, that he lost his fucking accent, because the first time that we see him, he says, "Call me Ishmael," and then after he got shot, he was like, "It was Dorian Gray. It was Dorian. That bitch. He shot me." It wasn't the same accent.
got shot out of him.
Exactly.
It was Dorian.
It was
a Skinner.
I was like, wait a minute, this wasn't the accent you had. Oh god, oh Jesus H.
But he managed
One of
to.
those bullets put a new accent in him.
Yeah, it was an accent bullet.
Managed to grow from
The
whatever
last
it
one was the accent he got.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that those bullets were made by Acme, considering how cartoonish Dorian Gray was in this fucking movie, though. Like,
If he got shot by one less bullet, he would have came out Irish.
It was Dorian. I know.
Jesus H.
That's
Christ.
more Scottish, but I'll take it.
Okay.
But man, Dorian Gray though. Fucking hell. He was very cartoonish. I think that he was probably my least favorite character in the movie because of how cartoonish he was. Like bon voyage. Like
He was very.
Mira so pendejo.
He was very flamboyant
Oh god.
in a very comical way.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like, even
he
at
was
the
almost-
end with in the fight against Mina.
Oh god, what was the what was the line he said? I wanted to stick it to you or something like that one last time. I didn't think it would be literally.
I wanted to nail you one last
I wanted
time.
to nail you one last
Yeah,
time.
last night, yeah.
I didn't think it would be literally. Like, oh come on. Oh come on, for fuck's sakes, man. The whole voice recording was so cartoonish though. Like, this
This
what
whole place
was-
will blow up in 10 seconds.
What was the point though of if they were doing an audio recording, them just like doing this whole back and forth thing, like visually you seeing them doing it, like it's it was easy to
File.
infiltrate. It was easy to infiltrate you. Oh, by the way, it's me, Dorian. Like,
Yeah.
he's so stupid. I don't know if to hate him or love him. I don't know. Yeah.
That was very James Bond.
Yeah, this movie reeked of very like early James Bond. At least the second half. The first half was like more Pierce Brosnan, I would say James Bond in a way. Again, this is why I think that, you know, in a modern day setting, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, James Bond would probably fit it right into the league. Again, the movie, the concept of the movie and all of this, it is very interesting, and it is so sad that this movie came out the way it did. I think that the movie was just half baked. Honestly, I think that maybe with a little bit more time, maybe with I don't know if
Now that uh-huh.
yeah
No, keep
say.
going.
Maybe with I don't know what to say with maybe more rewrites, because I feel like this movie went through a lot of rewrites, and that's why we see so many different the jump cuts that you mentioned, John. Like it wasn't that they cut the movie itself. It's just that in the editing room when they were scripting the movie, it might have gone like through many rewrites. Like after the first 20 to 30 minutes, they didn't know what the hell to do with the movie. They were like jumping around, you know, and that's why we got what we got. At least that's how I feel.
I felt that the movie ended in Venice. That's when the movie ended for me. Like after that, it was just this movie needs to be longer. Throw random shit up. I don't care. Like if you look at it, it feels like
it kind of almost could have. Yeah, it almost feels like it could have ended there if they had killed M, right there in Venice. Why was M in Venice? Why the hell? Why is that narcissistic son of a bitch in Venice to begin with? By the way, he had no reason to be there if the bombs were gonna, you know, set off.
He wanted to see the show.
God damn,
he's a villain.
He's such a narcissistic piece of shit. God damn it. He was like, no, I want to see. Oh, I have front row seats. Let me get the popcorn to watch the explosions.
But yeah, when Sean Connery throws the knife at M, I feel like they kind of wanted to kill M right there and then. But then they were like, we need more time. We need more random shit. Let's go ahead and make him escape, and I don't know, let's build a fucking fortress in the middle of on the ice.
A fortress of solitude.
Yeah, and a Mongolian whatever something or other.
Yeah, the impenetrable Mongolian sea thing.
Yeah, but going back a little bit, and also at the end. John, have you ever played Sniper Elite?
Oh man. Oh.
Which ones?
Any of them.
Any of them.
Because they're basically all the same. Just
I think I played. It was 3. I think it was like early to mid-ish PS4.
Okay, so the decent one, the three is it's actually a decent one.
Really? I thought it was 2.
Okay.
I mean, 2 and 3 I really liked.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Which one is the one that Tim Curry shot the guy through the nuts on Game Informer?
It's the second one. Yeah, they
that's
there was a nut shot.
Most I remember for many of those games.
At the beginning, when Sean Connery when he shoots the guy and they track the bullet, I just wanted to see like the X-ray like going through like the body.
Oh my god, I had thought of that.
Yeah, that would be That would have been great. Either there or at the
Oh.
end with
All
Moriarty
of a
too.
sudden, freaking the bullet goes through his ass, like blow his nuts up from behind. It's like nut shot. I was waiting for the X-ray style,
No,
and
me those.
at the end,
No, me those. It would have to be an R-rated movie.
that is true. But still, and at the end when Tom Sawyer shuts M,
Mm-hmm.
you see the bullet getting like tracked,
Yep.
and I was just waiting for that too, and I was like,
Reminded me of, oh god, I know that if I mention this movie, John is probably gonna add it to the list. It reminded me
probably already writing it.
it reminded me of Wanted.
Oh, yeah,
Oh god. Never
that
seen
movie.
it.
That movie is something else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It
I haven't
is.
seen one.
It has
so I
10 out of
wouldn't know.
10 CGI.
You've never seen Wanted?
I haven't recorded. I have not. I've seen a bunch of the clips of them like curving bullets and stuff, but I've never seen it all the way through.
You want to see 10 out of 10 CGI? That is not the movie to watch.
I did play the game though.
I haven't played the game.
I never played the game, but I watched the movie. I've watched the movie like at least 2 or 3 times.
It's a
I watched the movie twice.
it's an okay game.
We should probably.
We should probably watch it one day.
Yeah. It's almost.
Or you can play the game and save us watching the movie.
No, you will all suffer with me, or maybe not. I don't know.
The game is PlayStation 3, right?
Yeah, I think that it's on PS Now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that I may have seen it on PS Now.
It's fairly decent.
But
Oh, you need to play on the best console ever, the mobile phone.
no, I thought that you were
I was
gonna.
going to say the Ouya.
I thought you were gonna say the Ouya. I was like, is he going for the Ouya
Oh,
over here? God damn. But
I think it's 4
yeah.
Hey, good news. The
Mhm.
game is not in mobile anymore. He got shut
What?
down.
What a tragedy. One of the greatest tragedies of our time. Wanted. Got shut down. Oh, shame. Shame.
Okay, I have a question for both of you since you both like RPGs and JRPGs. Do you guys know what that ship is? It look like anything from any game? I cannot figure out what that ship or the Nautilus reminds me of. It's driving
Yeah.
me nuts.
The Buster
I
Sword?
I swear it's a ship from an RPG.
The Buster Sword?
It looks like the chip from God, one of the Final Fantasy. I think it's Final Fantasy 8 has like a chip kind of looking like that.
I played it.
I have been trying
I
to figure out ship.
I platinumed that game last year. I don't remember a ship looking like that. Maybe it definitely gives Final Fantasy vibes. That's for sure. I will say that it also like it was very again going back to the Avengers. It was basically
I think
the
okay.
helicarrier.
I think the name is the YCD ship. Is the name of the ship in Final Fantasy 8 that kind of
Okay.
reminds me of that.
I've never played 8, so
I played it last year, and I don't remember. Like I remember
that's not it.
it definitely gives Final Fantasy vibes. That's for sure.
Oh wait, let me see. I think. Oh no,
But
I don't think
also, it's literally the helicarrier. Again, I'm I think that Joss Whedon might have just done a remake of this movie in the Avengers, but better. Because there's so much of this movie that just reminds me a lot of the Avengers.
I mean, maybe the Tartarus and Tales of the Abyss kind of reminds me of that too. Let me send you a picture of it.
Yeah, send it to John.
Okay. Yeah, it's been driving me insane that I can't figure out
I mean,
what
again,
it looks like. It reminds me of.
I'm gonna post it on general.
it's a Buster Sword,
Okay.
man. It's a Buster Sword.
But the thing is, the Tartarus in Abyss is like golden, but it kind of has like the same style. I don't know.
He literally calls it the Sword of the Sea, so... Again, the Buster Sword. It's the Buster Sword of the Sea. But, yeah, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, gentlemen. Gonna be honest with you. I'm struggling.
Yeah.
Bless you.
But
I'm struggling to
Oh,
know
God.
to know where I'm gonna land on rating this movie. I'm struggling because, for all intents and purposes, I should hate this movie because, you know, everybody has always said this movie's bad, but maybe it's because I have a little bit of nostalgia for it that I don't. But also, much like the Scooby-Doo movie, the cast is what drives this movie along, and isn't that bad. The action was pretty damn good, so I don't know. Ay. Also,
Okay, Alpha.
ay. I don't know what to give this movie. I don't know. Okay, I think I know what to give this movie. Before I do say what I'm gonna give this movie, any final thoughts that you guys might have? Anything else of note? I will say, did you notice when Dorian was in that stupid pod thing? Did you notice when it was like a recording thing instead of like an actually showing him inside? Like, you could notice that it was a recording
Yeah,
of
it looked.
Yeah, it was
it
not.
is so bad.
It was not him inside there.
No, it looked so bad.
Also, the Hulk was in love with Black Widow in this movie before Avengers 2.
I'm telling you, Joss Whedon saw this movie and just decided to.
Hey, Lion, check the. Check
to
the
be
general
honest,
chat. I
everybody-
think I might have just found it.
Everybody
No.
was horny for Mina.
Okay. It
Oh
should be
yeah,
up.
except
I think I
for
found what it reminds me of.
Quartermain, because he, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, John! Oh my God! You did not just do that to me. You did not just do that to me.
I think that's what it's reminding me of.
I
apologize.
Yamato. Din, 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 din. You do know that.
Bye.
Welcome to the sing along.
You do know that at one point we do need to do the live action Space Battleship Yamato 2099 movie. It released in 2010. need to-
I'd be down for it because I've never seen it.
I mean, I've never seen it. None of us have ever seen it. Like, but that we G has to be on that one because both me and G, we love the anime. Space Battleship Yamato 2099, one of the best anime that I've ever seen in my life. At least season 1. Season 2's I
I
didn't like it
think
too
it's
much.
on Funimation.
It is. That's where I saw it, thanks to your account. Thank you, by the way. You're welcome.
The movie or the show, you mean?
The show.
I think the movie is on Funimation.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I think.
yeah. Nothing else to add, gentlemen? Gentlemen of Extraordinary League? We are the gentlemen of
I can't
Extraordinary
really think
League.
of anything.
Yeah, I think that we covered.
We're definitely gentlemen. I don't know. I don't know the league part, but
We are extraordinary for having watched Cool as Ice.
we are extraordinary for watching
Gentlemen
Cool as
of the-
Ice
Extraordinary
And-
weeb.
many other movies.
Yep. So,
And Santa
Beetlejuice.
Claus Conquers the Martian.
I didn't want to mention it, but yes, made those. yes.
The Godzilla Final Wars, it was great. It's not a count, but
Okay. I like this movie, even with its flaws. Like, yeah, it has been.
wait.
Okay. Back it up.
Okay, the ending.
Doot.
The ending with
the very open
shaman
ending.
guy.
Oh
That looks so
yeah.
bad. That looks so bad.
Return.
Alan Quartermain will be back for the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen 2. No, he won't.
Yeah, I know. I was almost waiting for that to like Alan Quartermain will return.
You have to do
That-
that
that- it
ritual
is-
in real life if you want Sean Connery back as
It is not.
in the sequel.
It is not.
But
A Marvel
that
movie.
whole scene looks so bad.
The whole before part when they were together, like looking at the tomb, that was a nice little emotional touch.
It was basically Avengers Endgame when Tony Stark died. Oops, spoilers for Avengers Endgame, a movie that came out 2 years ago. It was
Okay,
basically
now I
that,
think I'm good.
except for the fact that Shaman did some Chagazulu stuff and revived him.
Yeah,
Man, what movie is it? Is it Evil Dead? That where Ash like he has the boomstick or in his arm like right out of the ground or something like that? Or am I thinking of something else? John,
I think it's Evil Dead 2.
I think it
I'm
might
not
be.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That whole scene with Chaka Zulu doing the whole ritual, I was just waiting for the fucking hand to grab the gun.
Yeah,
I wanted
I
the
was-
hand to grab the
That's-
gun. That's it.
That's why I'm saying that I, for some reason, thought, and I've always thought this every time that I've watched this movie, I always think that the hand is like going to go up with the rifle, and that's how the movie ends. For some reason, I have that stuck in my mind, and it's not. It just ends with and it ends.
Lightning strikes into the gun explodes, the Chaka Zulu explode, and they don't show that.
I mean,
You
they
know
could
what
have.
that scene? That
That's
scene
how the
reminded
movie
me.
ends. But it doesn't show.
Yeah, John.
That scene reminded me of something that would have been in Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah, maybe. True.
Or in the Adams Family.
And that too. I mean, they could have just
The
done.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen versus the Adams Family.
Oh god. Jesus H. Christ, don't put ideas into my mind. They could have done the infamous 2 and just the lightning strike in the form of a question mark. Like is he alive? Is he
I
dead?
forgot about that.
God, I love. Oh, anyways, never mind. So yeah, I'm gonna give this movie. Oh, I'm struggling. I'm teetering on the brink of two things because the plot. It's stupid. It's stupid. I've mentioned this too many times already. It's a stupid plot. Like the movie. It started off real great, and then it went downhill very fast with the stupid plot. The CGI, it went downhill just like the plot of this movie. But I like the action, and I like these characters, and I would have wished that it would have done better, or it would have been better, so that they could have maybe done a second movie, maybe even done better than this one. And I still think that it is ripe for the taking. I still believe that they can do a very good League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. It just, they need to commit to it, and they need to, actually do it good. Like, it's difficult to do, kind of, I guess. Like, again, aside from the Avengers movies, most of these ensemble movies kind of don't pan out well. So, I'm gonna give it a very high. Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Take the cannoli.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We will leave the gun and we will take the cannoli. You too?
I mean, I guess it's
Go ahead.
obvious.
It's
I'm
obvious.
gonna give this movie it's a Whopper because Mina is chef
Mhm.
kiss.
Mm-hmm.
She can suck me up anytime.
It's a Whopper.
Yes. Come at me, baby. Come at me.
God damn it.
Fresh blood right here.
Oh Lord.
Is there any DC or like Marvel character that is like a female Blade, essentially? That you know of, John?
You mean a vampire?
Vampire girl.
A vampire, but a good vampire, like a vampire slayer vampire, like Blade.
Lion.
essentially.
Okay, what Lion is trying to say is,
Is there a motherfucker that
Marvel
can?
DC has a good vampire lady that he can look it up in Rule 34?
Now I'm not saying that.
Not off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
Sorry,
I
Lion.
mean, the only one that comes to my head is Kate Beckinsale in Underworld,
Keep mentioning.
but that's not
Keep,
DC.
keep mentioning that. We just keep mentioning that.
I will until we watch it.
We'll discuss it in December.
I mean,
And-
at least it's not Twilight, am I right?
True. You know what,
Oh,
Milos?
thank God.
I'll give
It's
you that
good.
one. I'll give you that one. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Hang on a second.
Oh,
He found something. He found something for me.
let me start looking.
Is it-
Rule 34.
Yes. tell.
This might not be the character I'm thinking about.
Don't say Morrigan. We've all been there.
Oh, Jubilee. Jubilee becomes a vampire in X-Men, then later comics. She becomes one of the most loved characters. Yeah, later, like around mid 2010s, Jubilee becomes a vampire
What
and like
hell?
becomes one of the top
He's
X-Men loved characters.
669
After that, she's
images.
awesome.
It has 16 pages.
And then there's
If you thought I wasn't
there's
gonna look it up,
DC
you were
has
completely wrong.
Este cabrón.
DC Comics has Looker. She becomes a vampire
I
later.
posted up on the Pervy Clan if
Oh
you
god. Here
want
we
to
go.
look it up later.
Hmm.
I'm looking it up now.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Concentrate, people.
Yes.
Ratings.
Yeah,
Jubilee does become a vampire.
I'll give this movie. I'll give this movie. Life is good, but it could be better. It is a decent movie. I
Life
like
is
the
good,
movie. It
but
has
it
its
can be
dumb.
better.
It has its dumb moment, but for the most part, it's actually a decent movie that is completely watchable and completely enjoyable.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I thought I was.
Done.
I thought I would be the highest. I should probably just give it a Life is Good, but it could be better. I was like, a little bit scared, you know, giving it a cannoli, you know, because I don't know.
John is very occupied looking for the Rule 34 I posted.
Okay, here's what I'll say. It's a low. Life is good, but it could be better. High. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. For me. John, please stop looking at porn and give us your rating.
I'm not. I'm looking at Wikipedia. Real fast, something that I forgot to mention. So this movie came out on July 11th. July 11th, 2003. 2 days before that, another very well received movie came out that kind of completely smoked it. And that is Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl.
Oh.
It came out 2 days before.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. Oh, God. So that's why.
It got smoked by,
Yeah.
It got annihilated by
damn,
Pirates
man.
of the Caribbean.
Ooh.
Yeah, 2 days. It came out 2 days before. That's very unfortunate.
But still,
Reminds me of.
it made a good amount of money. This movie made a good amount of money.
Titanfall 2 versus Battlefield.
Yep. I was gonna say it reminds me of Titanfall 2. I am yes. And what I'm saying is, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is the Titanfall 2 of movies.
Yeah.
Oh
No.
God.
No, we're not. We're not going there. I think
Lion,
I'm at
please
a
don't cry.
leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Oh, another leave the gun, take the cannoli. Go ahead. Why?
Yeah, this movie starts out really well. I love the first about 30 minutes. The first 30 minutes, I was very excited because I was thinking, oh, this is going to be another, going back to watch it, and it's actually really good. I'm excited. And then it just drives itself off a cliff for the next hour and 20 minutes. And I'm not saying I won't watch it again, but
Yeah.
it's not a good movie.
I think
It's a movie that I think that everybody should watch at least once just to kind of see what it was. But it could have been so much more, and at times it was so much more.
Yeah, I would definitely say that if people have only like seen like reviews of it, like Nostalgia Critic or whatever, they should actually give it a chance themselves to like at least see what the movie was trying to do and what it had going for it, at the very least that.
Yeah.
Because again, it's not a bad movie per se, not a horrible movie, but it does fall short in execution, So I don't know, give it a shot. Maybe just get to the end of the Venice part, and then you don't have to watch the rest. Somebody should just do like an edit, like a cut, of Moriarty just.
It fits in very well with the Eternals because don't listen to the reviews because it's actually a good movie. The Returnals is a good movie.
The Returnals? God.
Or Eternals.
I didn't know that Returnal already got a sequel. Returnals.
No. Eternals. Eternals is a good movie. Don't listen to the ratings.
Okay.
It's kind of the same with this one. Like, it's not near as good, but it's not maybe quite that bad. It's kind of close in my opinion. But
okay.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure that everybody knows that Commander Lionheart and the Command Center do not in any way, shape, or form associate themselves with John or Mythos or anything of these goobers are about to say or have said throughout the past hour and 47 minutes. Also, John may or may not have been paid by Marvel to say this.
if I was paid by Marvel, I wouldn't be here.
I know.
Yeah.
You
I would
traitor.
be
Or else you'll have to
Doing-
share the freaking money with us.
Yeah.
No.
My money, me money, SpongeBob.
Again, so it's interesting. I think that, you know, whether it's Life is Good but it could be better or Leave the Gun, Take the Cannoli, it was an interesting movie to watch. I was dreading it, honestly. Like I was like, because I hadn't watched it in a while, and having like watched, like I said, the Nostalgia Critic review and other reviews and whatnot, I was like, oh man, this is not gonna be a good rewatch, you know, like. But no, it was fine. It was action. It was actiony. It was perfectly fine. It was okay. It just went downhill, which is sad. Another movie that I think that we should do
real fast.
that probably has that same effect is the first Ghost Rider with Nick Cage.
I never liked the first Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
It was a good idea, but it's not.
I liked the first Ghost Rider growing up. I hate the second Ghost Rider with a passion. I never finished.
I didn't watch too much
I never finished watching the second one because I was like, nah, I don't even want to finish this.
I saw the second one in theaters.
Oh God!
The day it came out, I was excited.
Best $10.
I learned my lesson very quick.
How much is the ticket to the movie theater, John? Over there? Because over here is
anywhere
between...
from.
Yep.
Like Tuesday is $5, and then regulars like 10 to 12.
All right, so more or less like here.
Really, I haven't gone to the theater since this whole shit started. So, last time I paid was like $6. I don't know. I don't remember. Either 6 or
Original
7.
Ghost Rider has a 26 on Rotten Tomatoes, and Spirit of Vengeance has a 18. Should be
about
lower.
right.
That's 18% too high.
Okay, bro.
That is 1% higher than this movie.
Oh, and again, I hate that movie.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask both of you this question. So, out of probably the 3 worst movies one of them you guys, no, 2 of them you guys did, and then the one I've been on. The 3 lowest rated movies are Cool as Ice, Santa Claus Conquers the Martian, and League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. In what order do you think those are in from like best to worst?
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is number 1, and the other 2 are a pile of trash.
I say the first one,
Mythos?
the lowest from is gonna be Santa Claus Conquer the Martians, then this movie, then Cool as Ice.
What? You troll! You piece of shit troll!
Well, you both are wrong.
Of course, I know. I know I'm wrong.
Cool as Ice has a whopping 3%. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is 17.
You've got to be kidding me.
Santa Claus Conquers the Martian is 22.
I quit. We're never doing this show ever again.
Mm-hmm.
No, I refuse to accept that Santa Claus Conquers the Martians
the
has a highest fucking rating than League of Extraordinary. No.
Oh. Jesus. Ow.
Stop hitting yourself with me, though. I know that it hurts. But no.
Godzilla Final Wars is 50, so we're good.
Meh. This movie's better than Godzilla Final Wars.
Oh god.
No, let's not get crazy.
Yes, it is.
Oh god.
Although, I would put Captain Mustache from Godzilla Final Wars in a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Captain Gordon. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Captain Gordon.
He can be freaking Samuel L. Jackson. God, the
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I know. Oh god.
It's like giving the bag. It's like, I need you guys for this new plan.
Oh, okay,
I-
Ryan. Would you rather it be Nick Fury or our favorite debaucherous prince?
You know what? For League of Extraordinary Gentlemen to make it like way like a little bit more different from the Avengers, a Prince Olivier character would be interesting. You know, someone who brings the team together, but is constantly hitting on women, every single woman.
And guy, because I mean, again, he hits on Joshua
yeah.
all the way through Trails in the Sky.
Yeah, hits on everything. Period.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I got another crossover for the League of
God.
Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh god, this is the League of Extraordinary crossovers. Yes.
You know, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen
Watch that.
are British. So
Mhm.
you know who they need?
Mr. Bean.
American the A-Team.
I would at least bring Mr. T. It's cool.
I would watch that.
Ah, pity the fool. He could be the Nick Fury.
Old A-Team or new A-Team?
I don't know.
Old.
I didn't think I
There's
would
the
get
show
this.
in the movie.
I would
Get this far.
I would say old A-Team just because of Mr. T. I didn't mind the new movie. It was It was mad, but it wasn't. You know.
I haven't seen either. All I know about the A-Team is about the name,
And the van, and Mr.
the
T.
van, and Mr. T, and the theme. That's about it.
You need to eat your
League
cereal,
of
fool.
Extraordinary Gentlemen. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen crossover with Supernatural. Let's do it. Let's go.
Everything goes over with.
Everything is crossing over with League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. We're deviating out of the. It's supposed to be.
Supernatural.
I already told
Screw it. League of
you.
Extraordinary Gentlemen crossover with Bible Black.
Okay, that's it. I'm shutting this down before we keep going on and on. We're already nearing 2 hours, and this was supposed to be the
League of
shortest
Extraordinary
stream.
Gentlemen versus SSS Gridman.
Lion, do you remember this?
Yes. Matos, you said that this was gonna be a short stream, and we're almost at 2 hours again. See why I told you not to say it? God damn it. Anyways, we did so good, so well last week. This is what happens when we're back at full power. Last week we were at 50% because John was carrying the whole show last week. This week we were all primed and ready, and it was good. It was good. You know, we were pumped to talk about this
At
shit.
least it's not the
We were
3+ hours we did with Star Wars.
Lion, please, Lion.
What?
I think you have a little bit of an error in that sentence.
What?
Where were we really pumped up to talk about this movie?
Yeah, they're so pumped.
As far as I know, we are very pumped, but not to talk about this movie. We are talking about everything else except the movie. We talk about the movie.
Eventually, we got there.
20 minutes.
Eventually,
we talking about the movie for about 20 minutes, and we were about to hit 2 hours.
Eventually, we got there, Matos, and that's
what's
how the cookie crumbles. I don't know. Anyways, next week. Oh boy, next week.
Oh, we need to do Bruce Almighty.
We do need to
We
do
do
Bruce
need
Almighty.
to Bruce Almighty. I haven't seen that in a long time.
And the mask.
And The Mask. There's a lot of... We haven't done a Jim Carrey movie yet, have we? Because we also have to do Ace Ventura.
No,
And Ace Ventura. That is
I am.
Hello,
I
sir.
am
You are talking
throwing
to my
down the
butt.
gauntlet that the next Sean Connery movie has to be The Rock.
I know, John. I know, The Rock, which is
Or
not
Hunt
based...
for Red October. I will take Hunt for Red October too.
I know, John, I know. The Rock, not based... It is not a biography of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Not yet, anyways. But next week,
that
week's
would be interesting. The Rock with a British accent.
As long as we can get Nicolas Cage to play The Rock, I'll be happy.
What? You know what? Why am I asking? Let's do it. Sure. Nicolas Cage for every character.
I mean, Chris Pratt can play everything, so why can't Nicolas Cage?
Arnold should be the one playing The Rock. Ah! Vin Diesel, I hate you! Something like that, I don't know. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
It's cooking.
Anyways, next week episode of Mystery Movie Friends is the John selected Casino Royale. So
Yes, for
I have-
finally doing the
I
James
have-
Bond movie a month later.
We're
I have-
watching one.
we are watching 1 out of 200. I have not seen that
We are
movie.
on the board with one halfway there.
Oh, Meatles on a chair. I have not watched that
This
movie
is gonna be real weird going into this one after No Time to Die.
since it came out, so we'll see. We'll see how we fare. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight's stream, people. We're already at 2 hours. God damn it! We're supposed to be a short stream. It never is a short stream.
Especially now that we have daylight savings.
Yes.
So stream cannot
Yeah,
be
I gotta
hyper long sometimes.
figure that one out.
Yeah, John needs to remember
Oh,
because we don't have that.
I mean, I have it on
so-
my.
my
have it on
fault
my-
you don't.
Oh, it's your fault that you have it.
Yeah, I'll try to figure that out next week and get a little earlier.
Yeah.
I I completely forgot until about 30 seconds before I messaged you.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed.
And I'm like, oh, that could be a problem. Crap.
Oh, oh, whoa. And you think?
And the thing is, it started today.
It did? It was today that started? Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
Yeah,
Last
It was
night,
today.
over the night.
God damn it.
I mean,
Wow.
yeah, from Saturday to Sunday.
Shit happens. That's all
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
say.
I have it on my calendar.
Ah,
My calendar has when the time change for both when it starts and when it ends.
okay.
So
But,
I can see stuff.
but yeah, Meadows, are you gonna stream tomorrow?
Probably.
Probably. Go look for
I don't know what,
Meadows.
probably, but probably.
I finish Metroid. That game is poo poo. So go play if you want.
Don't
I
listen
think
to Don't listen to Meadows. It's great.
it has some janky controller sometimes, and it's such a repetitive game. In like the bosses are so repetitive. It like
The many bosses, you mean?
I mean, yeah, it has way more mini bosses than bosses. It has like 3 or 4 bosses
Mhm.
compared to.
I mean, if you count the Emmys as mini bosses, there's way more mini bosses.
I mean, there are 7 enemies. There's 5 fights with the big guys, the big guardians.
Mhm.
No, 6. There's 6. There's the one that you start, then 2 without the shield, then 3 with the shield. So that's 6 of the big guardians. You got 2 fights with 2 of the tiny guardians, and 2 fights with just 1 of the mini guardians. And then for actual bosses, you have the one that gives you the cloak. You got Craig, you got the octopus, you got the experiment, and you got the final boss. So that's 5.
Yeah,
5 bosses.
there's definitely a lot of mini bosses compared to bosses, and I've already expressed myself on some of those mini bosses. But anyways, we're not here to talk about that, and we're already too late. Anyways, people, I'll be back tomorrow to do like Meatos and finish a Metroid game. Hopefully, I'll try to finish
You
Metroid
are
Prime.
not gonna be finishing that game.
I'm hoping to finish Metroid Prime tomorrow.
How many keys are you missing?
Like 7.
Okay, then yeah, you can finish it.
I think that it's 7. I don't know.
You should
Anyways,
also be able to finish Alan Wake this week too.
I should, hopefully. So that the week
Yeah,
after,
that's true.
oh boy.
You've got about a chapter and a half left.
The week after, it's gonna be like heaven and hell because I'm gonna do two playthroughs that are so different. One of them is one of my favorite games of all time, and one of them is one of my least favorite games in a franchise that I love. Well,
And Final
You're playing
Fantasy
Donkey Kong 64 again?
Shut up. Shut up, John. Anyways, people, until next.
I still want you to play Fate of Frame 5.
Maybe someday. I don't know. Anyways, people, until next time, may your hearts be your guiding key. And remember to stay inside, stay alive, stay hydrated, be kind to everybody. Have yourselves a grand old time, a grand old night. Meatos and John, thank you for joining me. Everybody that was here,
Hey.
thank you for watching. And no thank you to all of the fucking spam bots that invaded YouTube today that I had to manually block each and every single time while we were talking during the review. No thank you. No thank you.
Yay.
Anyways, people, I'll catch you tomorrow, maybe, or next week if you're just here for Mystery Movie Friends. So until the next one, good night. Bye.
Good night.
Night.
And God bless the Queen.
God bless the Queen.